Hello everybody, welcome back to this video. We're gonna probably cover some beautiful chart, a very interesting chart on Bitcoin, and most importantly, I'm gonna show you a video that explain you a bit more of what it is of DCA, what does that mean, and what really is about stacking SAT, what does that mean for you, and how that can help you in your Bitcoin journey. So this is the Bitcoin hash rate right here. So we see we had this massive drop last year. Uh, and we recover from this ever since. So over a period of 3 years, show you this. So this is the hash rate, beautifully going up, up and up. So this is for over all time. So yes, so this is the signal, and this is why I I don't spend too much time watching other stuff, other things than those signal. Signal means what is the most important thing. Beyond the noise, beyond the news, beyond the, rate hike, um, inflation hikes, beyond all those things, what I'm, what I'm watching, what I'm most interested in is the Bitcoin hash rate and other most significant charts. For example, let's go look at the evolution of a Lightning Network, right? So this will give you an idea of what's going on the Lightning, which is the second layer of Bitcoin, right? So basically, over here, we see the amount of channels that's being created. See, you see, we had this huge period of very flat, not much activities. Now we had this explosion over the past couple of years, right? So it's the same for nodes, right, on the network, right? And as you know, the Lightning Network is the second layer on top of Bitcoin. The more activity Lightning brings, the more beneficial it is for Bitcoin. It's kind of like reinforce the Bitcoin network and make it even stronger and grow the Bitcoin network value even more. And I even think that the Lightning network will replace the uh, Internet Foundation, which will decentralize the Internet as we know it, because this will basically uh, uh, make the internet like decentralized as it was designed to be, right? So, and this is what I think. I could be wrong, but like the evolution and the development I see on this Lightning network, it's mind blowing. So I think a lot of things are coming. More and more channels are being created. So, and you see all this, you have all the information here. And the website for this is bitcoinvisuals.com/lightning. So you'll see all activities that's going on. So let's move on to the next chart. So first, let's go look at the stock to flow. Now, I don't believe in stock to flow, okay? I don't believe in any chart. I don't believe in those things because I think they are outdated and they are not relevant to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is has a fixed supply. Okay, Bitcoin, you can't really, if the Bitcoin price go by a factor of, 1,000, right? You can't make Bitcoin. Uh, uh, so yeah, if Bitcoin price go by a factor of like 100, you can't make more of it, right? And you can't corrupt the code, right? So this makes me think of like this price chart, and when you set a certain level that it will reach at a certain time, that really undermine the Bitcoin protocol of and the the consensus, right, of saying, okay, this is 21 million, right? You can't make more of it. So but you can't really put certain level of where it can reach, right? So again, I know that this is just an indication, just to indicate, give people an idea of where Bitcoin can go. But too many people start to set this as a level of the significance or where it should be, right? So this is really irrelevant, especially when you put it in the US dollar denomination, because like those people in the Fed, they can just wake up and print like 100 times the US dollar supply that existed here, right? So if they do that in a period of 2 to 3 months, then what do you expect the Bitcoin price to be, right? So this is what I think it really undermined the Bitcoin, because it really like violate the principle of 21 million, right? You can't make more of it. So saying the Bitcoin price will be at a certain price in the next 2 to 3 years really doesn't really tell me anything. So, but it's just a good indication. Again, so now this is the price. It's really way below where it should be right now. Uh, like it should be about around 100,000. But it's okay. There's way more. There's a lot of way to go. So now let's go check something else. We're gonna check the video I promised you guys to show you what is this year. Now this is Investopedia, so you can there's a video there. They just explain, because I know most of you guys they use visual, and so yeah, this is this. Just give you an idea of like DCI. What is it?
Dollar cost averaging is a more conservative approach to investing than simply spending all your money on securities at once. This technique allows investors to commit to a fixed dollar amount of a particular investment on a regular schedule, regardless of the share price. More shares will be bought when prices are lower, and fewer shares will be bought when prices are higher, resulting in a lower average cost per share. Dollar cost averaging reduces risks by allowing investors to ease into the market over time. For example, Chris buys $200 worth of stock in Billy Bob's restaurants each month for 4 months. In January, the value of the shares drops to $50 each, so he buys 4. In February...
Now, this is what I've been talking about. So when you dollar cost averaging, basically you remove the stress sentiment, and you don't have to worry about what's going on this month or next month, because you don't really care, right? So if the price go up or down, because you're so certain about the Bitcoin having 21 million, right? So you can construct your saving around it, right? So you're not so worried about what the founder gonna say, and what the change gonna be, right? So because you're certain, so you can construct your investment or your saving around straight and really consistently. And now this video talk about investment. As I always say, Bitcoin really is not an investment, because in many countries people really have to feel like they have to invest and risk everything they have all the time to keep up with inflation, and because of rising prices, they have to find some way to keep the value or the purchasing power of their money. So a lot of people see Bitcoin as an investment, but it's really not an investment. Bitcoin is a saving technology. It's just like a checking account, or you can call it a saving account, but you can buy and earn, right? Let's say if you spend, you can spend into Bitcoin. Let's say you go live in a Bitcoin circular economy. You can go there and spend and get paid into Bitcoin. For example, you can still get paid into fiat. So you get paid like $100 a day in fiat, but it's if you spend, you can spend $50 in Bitcoin, but at the same day you buy this 50 dollars of Bitcoin at the same day, so you don't miss the uptrend of Bitcoin, the upside potential of Bitcoin, right? So there's a lot of ways you can configure this. So let's continue watching.
The stock is worth $40, so Chris buys 5. In March and April, he buys 8 shares of Billy Bob's, which dropped in price to $25. Overall, Chris purchased 25 shares at an average price of $32. If he had invested all of his money at the same time, then he would have only bought 16 for an average price of $50 per share.
See, so investor video. Okay, so yes, yeah, that just give you an idea, guys, of what I was talking about. So really, so you can, by doing so, you don't have to buy a full Bitcoin. So many people think they have to. They should look at the Bitcoin price, for example. They see the price at very high, right? And they kind of get scared because they are like, oh, Bitcoin price is pretty high, so they can't afford it. But the thing is, of course you can afford it, right? So you just have to buy satoshis, right? Because the real value, the real unit of Bitcoin is satoshi, right? So if you start to measure it in terms of satoshis, then you will have no worries about what the price is, right? So really, it's really amazing when you look at it this way, because if you are accumulating satoshis, you can really achieve a Bitcoin, depending on what your income, or how motivated you are, and how you're willing to ignore those FUD, right? And those media and all those things. No, this is not financial advice, right? I want you guys to have full conviction. You have to go out there and look and study videos of really what Bitcoin really represent and the value proposition before you make your decision, right? So I'm not saying, oh, this is just go buy Satoshi and you will be fine. But if you have to first understand it yourself, you have to. Bitcoin is a bet on yourself, right? So once you understand it, microseller videos, they are not. I don't. There are a lot of things he says I agree with. The guy just explained like really what it is clearly, and there are a lot of other podcasts that can explain you really what it is. um Before I really understood Bitcoin, I thought it was about cryptos, all those crypto out there, and I started to make videos out teaching people about staking and teaching people about so many other cryptos. And I realized, okay, every few months, like a new crypto coming, like there's a new technology, and they are saying they are cutting edge, and I'm like, okay, wow, this is not gonna end, right? This is infinite, indefinite. And then what I realize is that this makes me lose focus. It's gonna make my subscribers lose focus. Like, how can we focus on 10,000, sorry, on 10,000 cryptos, right? We can't focus. Bitcoin is focus, right? I'm not saying go put the laser eyes on your Twitter and your Facebook. I'm not saying this, right? So I don't do those silly things. But I'm saying you're gonna find a focus, right? You're gonna focus your time, focus your life in one thing, right? If you have to focus in 10,000 things, that means you don't know what you're doing, right? So I didn't know what I was doing. And then when I started to spend time to really understand what is Bitcoin, right? Because this is why I came here. I came here for Bitcoin. You can't change the rule. It's rule without rulers, right? And then I started to realize, okay, yes, I started to find ground and find truth, right? So this is why I'm creating this, guys. I don't want to do anything that I think that will, put somebody in a worse situation. Okay, I want you to be better off. That's why I'm saying don't just take my words. Don't just listen to me. You have to go out there, listen to other podcasts and people who are really honest on what they are saying. Like, it's really rare to find those people, but don't get trapped in those traders and those people who are gonna trade your attention. They're gonna sell your soul to those people, giving them money to advertise those scammy coin out there, right? So they said they are your, they are your friend. They said they are helping you, but they are gonna hurt you when there's panic, right? They're gonna cause you to sell. They're not gonna cause you to, um, like liquidate, and so you don't listen to those people. I'm not saying just listen to me. I'm saying go out there, listen, educate yourself in real value content, so you can be better off. So okay, anyway, so this is the price of a year, 41,400. So if we zoom in a little bit, I don't like zooming in, but you can like as you do like cost averaging, you see the price was going down, down. Now it's going picking up. So it doesn't really matter to me. So it's just about dollar cost averaging. I don't really watch the price, as you guys know. So on the next, I wanted to show you the rainbow chart that I like to see. Again, not I don't really care about this chart, but I just for fun, I just look at them just to have an indication of what's going on. But this is not really my real true indication. My true indication is 21 million Bitcoin, right? So that's my true indication. So now this says it's still cheap. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you again. If you like this type of video and you want me to continue making, you consider supporting me by subscribe, like, and no, I don't ask any support, anything. So I don't have any link there you have to click onto. So it's up to you guys. The only thing I want you to do for yourself, spend some time to educate yourself. That's all I want you to do. So the money you're putting into something, a crypto or Bitcoin, yes, it's important, right? It's important to you, right? So take some of that and educate yourself. Invest it in your knowledge and your understanding, especially into Bitcoin, and then this will pay off. This will pay. You'll never regret it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you again.